Okay, what you have here is a 2006 Jeep Liberty. It is lifted, sitting on aftermarket custom rims, brand new tires, engine totally rebuilt, has about 5,000 miles on it. On the rebuild, lots of extra parts put on at the same time. Starter, water pump, battery. It's had radiator, hoses, plugs, sunroof rebuilt. It's had brakes and rotors all the way around. Hub and bearing assembly on the driver's side front. New speed sensor. And it's got brand new tires all the way around, in addition to brakes and rotors all the way around. And you come look at the tires here. They're XMT Mutters buckshots. They are 245, 75, 16. They are new. Tread is extremely deep on all four tires, and as you can see, they're studable too. So for the rough winters, you can throw the studs in there and just go through anything essentially. So if I back up here, we'll take a walk around the vehicle. All right, there's the side. And coming around the front. There's the front. There's the side. Side shot. And here we go with the back. Okay. It's also got brand new U-Haul hitch, and it's the heavy duty one, so it's got the 5,000 pound rating. It's got a spare tire and cover on the back. As I look inside here, you can see everything is basically in really good shape. There's a shot from the back. The interior, here's the back of the back seat. Looks pretty good all the way around. Nice and clean, no rips, no tears. I had the trailer rewired and I put the connection inside, so all you have to do is essentially bring it down to the hitch. So this way it keeps the terminals from getting all corroded, and that's the best way to go. It's got the power outlet right there. These seats fold down, so I'll show you the interior here. Here's the back. I put seat covers on. They don't need them, but I just thought it dresses up the car. And I also have them for the back, so if you wanted to add them to the back, they match the fronts. So as you can see, no rips or tears. Everything's in really good shape. Carpet, mats, speakers sound really good. Here's the dash. There's them seat covers I was telling you. It's got the gray and the black. Really sets it off. And you got your general, your stereo disc player, your heater controls, your shifter with a second and first gear, plus it has overdrive, the 4-wheel drive, emergency brake, cup holders, glove box. You got your moonroof up here, and the moonroof, the moonroof is just totally rebuilt, so it has all new hardware and mechanisms inside. You got your courtesy lights. Both visors have mirrors. You can see here's a shot of the floor. I got mats on there. Probably the driver's side needs a new mat. It's worn out where you keep your gas foot, your foot on the gas pedal, so it's worn out there. The AC controls, everything was replaced so that it works on every single number, 1, 2, 3, and 4. A lot of Jeeps and cars, it only works on 4, but the controller sits behind the glove box and it was changed out. So here's a shot from the back. You got the seats, and again there's the front seat, passenger seat, dash. There's no cracks on the dash. It all looks good. And pull open everything here. See, I'm gonna step back. You can take a look at. Doors open. Looks pretty hot. I mean, this thing is. I get compliments all the time on it. And then there's your hitch. Back. It's got the, like I said, the seats fold down. So, and basically, you got to move the seat up, but just to give you an idea, there's the one seat. It's huge cargo space. Basically, I can put little refrigerators in here. Put big sheets of wood. I mean, there's a lot of room in here. It doesn't look like it, but it has a lot more room than most cars that I've run into. So here's this one's going down. I'll move the seat up. Power seat, by the way. Driver's side power. Real nice. So seats all folded down. You also have your controls for your window right here. There's a look from the back. Walk around here. Sun's kind of in my eyes here, but we'll see if it comes out. There's the big area here of storage. It's really, really big. I mean, it's got all kinds of room in here. So then I'm going to get the key here. See if I can let you see everything else here. Pop the hood here. There we go. Hard to do with one hand. Anyway, it's your typical 3.7 V6 engine. It has a new water pump that was put in along with the install of the engine and the rebuild of the engine. It has a new radiator, hoses, new plugs and all the cylinders. It's got a brand new battery. You can see there's the date 7/17. Terminals have been redone, so you got new terminals on both sides, brand new, so there's no problem with connections. And it's got, I say we redid the radiator along with the hoses, and it's got new air filter. And you can take a look here. And the starter was put in underneath the engine, underneath the car, so that's been changed out. That's really a hard part to get to. The only thing I think that you could possibly use, well, I'm going to do the power steering pump, so that's going to be changed out. That's right there. I'm going to change that out to give a real smooth steering. And the only other thing is the alternator makes a little chatter, but it's extremely strong. So it's just a matter of either, not putting so much tension on the belt, putting some belt dressing on it, or just changing out the alternator for 150 bucks. So it's really not a big deal. There's your underside there of your insulation. It's got the grill here, which is, painted up with the silver and black. And it's got the fog lights down there. So I'm going to start her up, and you'll be able to see and hear everything. So I don't have my seatbelt on, but you can see that's the original engine on the body right here. Looks like I could use some tire air. It goes out when I drive, but it could use a little air. 143K on the actual body with no rust whatsoever on this thing. And then no engine lights whatsoever. And I'll put the the bearings are making a little chatter in the alternator, so that's nothing. That can be changed out, but it runs really strong. There's no misses in here whatsoever. So if you were to, let me move my seat back, give me some more room here. And then of course it's quieter when you have the hood down. And then I'm on AM here, I don't know why. There's the stereo. I'm gonna shut that. So basically the noise is just from the alternator. That's a easy, replacement if you want, or just put some belt dressing on it. But everything works in here as far as the stereo. I actually replaced the stereo to one that actually all the buttons function really good, and the speakers have been upgraded in all the doors. So if you listen to this. What you expect? Should I come home with me tonight? You just wanna sex. You don't want my heart. Maybe you just think that I was so wrong. Yeah, you just wanna sex. Not from the start. You're just making sure I'm never getting over you. Everything works there. Turn that down and you can actually hear the air, so as I put the air on, starts right up every time. You can actually hear the air coming out of one. A little louder is 2. A little louder is 3. A little louder is 4. And you won't be able to feel the heat or the cold, but it works on AC and it also works on heat. Same way, all 4. Everything works as far as wipers, washer, you know. We got cruise control here that works on the steering wheel, and then all the lights all the way around work on the vehicle. Turn signals, it actually was inspected. It's, you know, it's not up for like 2019, so it's went through the recently the inspection in Delaware. Let's see what else I can tell you about it. It's got the delay for the wipers on here. You got your light control there, which is actually where you do your fog lights. You know, you turn that on and then you pull it out. That's your fog lights. And then you got your back wiper control right here for the back door. You got your hazards right here. So, and then basically you got your moonroof buttons here and your lights. There's 1 light, there's 2 light, and then you got your moonroof controls here. Just freshly rebuilt. Come back here where you can actually see it here. And then you can actually tilt this thing, you can close it, and you can actually raise it. So you can vent out your air if you want. You don't have to have it fully closed, but that's open. And then you got your closed, vent, down. And then there you go. So there you go. And then you got your cover right here, and that's pretty good. And then power steering needs to be changed out. It's a little coarse right now, but it runs good. We're going to take her for a little spin here. Hold on to your it's a runner. No joke about that. This thing's a runner, man. It goes through everything. Snow, wind, rain. Hills, mountains. These tires are great. There we go. You can see that. Get on the straight here, you can see the RPMs and everything going up. It's flashing because I don't have my seatbelt on right now. So there we go. Open her up there a little bit. Here in the development, so I can't go 90 miles an hour, but the thing moves out. Alright, I'm gonna put my seatbelt on because the thing keeps dinging. So there we go. Happy? Alright, happy. Alright. Boom. It's a runner. Like I said, this Jeep matches with a lot of Jeeps for sale out there right now. I mean, let's get some tunes. I don't like to drive without some tunes on here.
95.7. Seen Honda CR-V, right?
I sure am.
I feel sorry for all those other makes when the car hauler shows up. Do you know where we are going?
The best dealerships on the planet. Price Honda and Price Toyota.
Take me to Price Automotive. Hey, me too. He passed us by.
That's the advantage of being a RAV4.
Turn that down so you can hear everything. Like I said, there's not much left to change out on this. It's got the new rebuild. Works great. New tires, new rims, new brakes, rotors, starter, battery, water pump, you name it. I mean, this thing's been pretty much gutted and redone, so. And there you go. There you have it. So that's your 2006 Jeep Liberty. Lifted 4x4 with $8,400 invested in this bad boy. I don't want to get rid of it, but I need something bigger. But it's probably the best car I own right now because everything's been done to it. So I'll take one more walk around and you can take a look. Like I said, paint's really shiny. I mean, it's really shiny. Try to get a close-up if we can. Here's the chrome work. There's the paint. Probably better on this side without the sun. And it could use a washing, but it's pretty clean right now as it is. See if I can get some other shots here. You got, oh, it's too hot under here, but let's see if I can. There's the undercarriage right there. You can see there's no, right there, the body of it, there's no undercoating and there's no rust. So this thing is like very rare that you find this, very rare. This doesn't happen too often. There you go. It's kind of hard with the sun, but you can get a general idea right there. That's the best shot right there because that shows the rail and everything with no rust. You got your transfer case. You got your pan. Everything under here. If I can, it's a little hot under here from just riding it, but it's like I said, if I can, there's a shot. You can actually see the rotor, how clean it is. It's really, really nice. And like I said, on that side, you got the new hub and bearing that was put in. You can actually see it right in the center of the screen, the shiny silver. That's the new hub that went in. So everything is really, really in good shape. I'm trying to give you all different angles here. So even the muffler's solid. It's a little bit of rust on it, but it's solid as can be. It's just a visual thing. It's not even worthy of replacing. But you know, if you're, you wanted to, you could, but it's not needed. There's some more shots of the rails. You can see there's no rust, and it wasn't even undercoated. So, really, really, really good. And there's them rims again. Sitting on the buckshots. And that's a wrap, fella. Give me a call. We'll figure something out. And as far as getting a vehicle to you, getting it notarized, making the whole thing happen for you. So you know how to get in touch with me. I'll send this your way.